So today we're going to be creating the best team of all the strongest units in the entire game as of update 0.5 in Universal Tower Defense. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you do, give you a like or subscribe. But anyways, let's get into it. I gotta do probably the most painful thing I've ever done in any tower defense game. Which, I don't know if that's true actually, my Anime Adventures luck was horrible back in the day. Anyway, we're rolling off the double trade. We're rolling off this beautiful double trade on Sun Jin Woo, man. It's just not as good as Ruler. And after the last update, I got Ichigo with Ruler. And Sun Jin Woo is still a lot better. By quite a bit. They might even end up nerfing him. I don't even know. I gotta go for Ruler. We're pretty close to Pity, I think. We are like 900 rerolls away, and I've got 700 rerolls right here. So if we can get it like 200 before Pity, I'd be very happy. Here we go. We're rolling off the Sacred Eternal double trade, man. It has to happen eventually. Oh, this sucks. Okay, let's go. We got Duelist pretty early. Just gonna keep going. All we want here is Ruler. In fact, I'm gonna turn off Duelist and whatever else we don't want right now. Alright, we're keeping Sacred, Eternal, Fission, and Ruler on. I'm just gonna go ham. We got Eternal back, we're not keeping that. Duelist, okay, we're getting a bunch of these. I just want Rulers today, man. Come on. Got Wizard. Fission, again, that's my number 2 Fission on Sun Jin Woo. Like 500 rerolls, oh man. Okay, we're not keeping that though, it's a horrible trade. Don't keep that on like anyone. I don't know, I hate that one. Astral, they gutted this trade, it's not even good anymore. Artificer. Wizard. Duelist, oh man. Duelist and a double trade with Agile 2, okay. Oh man, Eternal double trade with Enhanced 1 as I'm sighing, okay. Eternal, again, we've got a lot of Eternals already. I feel like I haven't gotten a Sacred in a long time. Yeah, we're coming up on Sacred Pity. Okay, that's fine. Maybe double trade? No, we're not keeping. Doesn't matter. We had Sacred, Eternal double trade. It's like the best it gets between the non-ruler trades. Sacred, there we go. Keep rolling. We're going for Ruler only, come on. Fission, again, number 3 Fission on Sun Jin Woo, okay. Yeah, I always get the second place trade in like every tower defense game, bro. My Vanguard's inventory back in the day with Ethereals, man. Oh my goodness, that was tragic. Sacred again, okay, we're not keeping. Come on, I just need Ruler. Astral, alright, we're rolling off. Now we gotta farm 200 rerolls somehow. I have wonderful news, are you ready? Watch this. Boom. 50 rerolls. I love UTD. New code. Developers did a shutdown. They like did a bug patch or something. Not a shutdown. I also did a little bit more Virtual Realm for the trait rerolls here. 24. Not bad. Alright, here we go. Next, like mini rerolling session on Jinwoo. Wizard, don't really care for. Come on. We're gonna end up like 50 away from Ruler, right? There's Duelist Precise 2. Okay, interesting. We got Sacred again. I've gotten a lot of those. 0.3% on that? I don't know, man. Sacred again. Oh my goodness, man. 3 more rerolls here. We are now 50 rerolls away, guaranteed, from Ruler on Sun Jin Woo. And I think I know exactly what to do for that. I just gotta place down Speed Card over and over, I think. We're gonna get the Lulu quest done. But I never did, for some reason. Ruler Sun Jin Woo finally happening, and Lulu also happening at the same time. Here we go. Lulu has been obtained. Ruler Sun Jin Woo time, moment of truth. We got 50 rerolls, we need 49 for Pity. We're going in. Guaranteed to get Ruler here. Will it happen in the final 50? Before Pity? Probably not. We got double Prodigy. If I didn't have him max level, I definitely want to do it now. That's kind of crazy. Right, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, right here, 1. Ruler on Sun Jin Woo, there we go. Beautiful. So now that we got Ruler on my Sun Jin Woo, here's what my team's looking like. And normally in slot number 4 I'd have like a slowdown unit, so Sorry for the abrupt cut, I don't know if I even mentioned I was gonna hop off for the day. But we're back, and I've been messing around with my ruler Sun Jin Woo. So I think the best unit for our slot number 4 here is probably going to be Lulu, which I'm kind of glad I did the quest for now, because we have Lulu. He's actually perfect for what I need, because I need someone to kind of help out with hybrid. He is hybrid. And all his passives are kind of slowdown related, like walk back, stun, and walk back. He does also seem pretty easy to build, especially because now they put his copies in the virtual shop. Let me go show you. I think I can get like 2 or 3 of them, at least. Because I AFK farmed this overnight. For like 11 hours or something, a really long time I had AFK farm Virtual Realm. Now for building Lulu, I actually have like a really good stat to transfer if I can. I want to try and transfer my footballer stat, my SPA stat. Cooldown being transferred, looks like it should be guaranteed. Transfer. Okay, so we should have a double S SPA on Lulu now, which will help him out quite a bit. And we're kind of looking for a light speed double trait if we can get one. We don't really care for mythic traits all that much. I'm just gonna roll and hope we can get some SPA reduction stuff. Duelist, okay, not what we want at all. Duelist, okay, not what we want at all. 25% cooldown reduction, actually pretty good on him. Honestly, that is a higher number than like any mythic trait you can get. That's actually not bad. Now we have his SPA down to 5.75 before relics, which should help him out quite a bit. If I were to choose relics on him, we want to go for the Reaper set, I'm pretty sure. Because let me find my Reaper set to show you. If we have a full Reaper set, he gets minus 7.5% cooldown, which I think is like 2.5% higher than Laughing Captain if I remember. So I'm going to go for a Reaper set if I can from the new raid. Full set of Reaper. We want to get an SPA main stat on the pan, so that's kind of the most important thing. And I'm pretty sure the best place to farm Reaper relics is going to be the Act 1 of the raid, so I'm going to do this over and over. Okay, so I've been farming the Reaper relics for a while. I take a look at my inventory. Look up Reaper. Got a lot of the shirt, a lot of the pants. Let me go over my pants real quick because that is kind of the main thing I was farming for, was SPA pants. And I think I'm either getting really unlucky or these can only roll damage and crit rate. I don't really know. I feel like at this point I would have gotten something with SPA by now, or at least range, which means I can't use it as a supporting set. I can't use it on Lulu. And Lulu himself, okay. Bad news with Lulu, he's just not very good. I don't know if I haven't built wrong, I've got an SPA build on him. He's doing a whole lot of nothing, if I'm being honest. Like, he can only target 2 enemies at a time, something like that, maybe 3. I feel like for walkback support in general, for stalling enemies, I think Admiral Magma is much better. But there is good news from farming that raid. I got a couple 3-star pieces here that I think might actually be really good. So we have a 3-star hyper armor damage, that might be okay on Kenpachi, maybe. Then we have a 3-star Reaper shirt with damage on it. So I think I'm going to swap my Ichigo build from Shadow Reaper to Reaper, because this should be a much better piece if we get good rolls on it. Let me try my luck here. Come on. Okay, 63% damage, we got crit rate, cooldown, and range. Perfect stats for Ichigo, okay. There we go. So we gotta get a good pair of Reaper pants then, because I had Shadow Reaper pants on before. Good to go for these right here. I mean, I've already got some with pretty high crit damage and damage on them, which is pretty good for Ichigo, so I'll probably throw those on. So we're back on a damage crit rate build, which should be optimal because we want him to ramp up his passive and cancel regen. My ideal setup right now is like Berserker for slowing them down, making them take more damage, and breaking hyper armor. Sun Jin Woo as my main damage dealer, and Ichigo for critting and canceling regen. That was kind of a disappointing turn of events. I mean, I was really hyped for building Lulu and kind of like getting a new support on my team. But it turns out my Admiral Magma was kind of the best one anyway. The 3-star shirt we got didn't really improve my pieces for Idol, so we don't have any replacements for her. Berserker and Rage I already have a pretty solid build for. I mean, I don't know, this guy's already kind of kitted out. Sun Jin Woo also kind of kitted out. He doesn't really get much from the Reaper set, because he's not a Bleach unit. So I don't know, my team could be better. I could get more stars on Ichigo, more stars on Sun Jin Woo. I feel like overall though, this is the best team you can have right now. These units right here. I just don't have like the most optimal relics or anything yet. I try to get some really good ones though. I feel like I'm pretty close to having them optimal and fully perfect team. But for now, this is the strongest team I can have. Let me go check out how they do. Let's go check out the team in general. How are we doing in the boss rush, the Bleach Raid boss rush? So top of Hueco Castle, the Hollow Invasion. And I'll get Jinwoo down on wave 2, and Idol down on wave 2, should buff his damage. Now I mostly want to show off why Jinwoo's so OP, because it's kind of like the main unit of the video, the main unit I rolled Ruler on today. Now in my opinion, what makes this guy so good is not even his damage or his summons or whatever. He is at upgrade 3 right here. Should happen at wave 4, we get enough money for it. He is already hybrid. Flying AoE hybrid doing 16k every 4.12. So flying enemies right here on wave 4, he's one-tapping them. All it took was 3 upgrades and he's already kind of able to handle everything really. So this guy's very OP as like a starting unit, and he already has enough mana to summon if he wanted to. So I'm just going to use that right away just to show you. We can spawn in these summons at the end of his range here, and it's like 20 of them with 10k. Now he's not my main damage dealer for this run because we're in the bleach raids or whatever, and like Ichigo and Berserker get more damage in the bleach raids. But I do want to show off Jinwoo's max upgrade because his damage does scale very nicely. The last few upgrades are pretty expensive on him, but I think they're worth it. I'll max him out by like wave 15 and we can check out how strong he is here. I'm maxing out my Jinwoo by wave 16 here, doing 78k every 3.43. Very, very strong. And let me check the summons real quick. The Shadow Legion, I'm going to use that. They're going to spawn pretty far back because they're like the end of his range somewhere, and he has a lot of range right now. I think we have like 900k damage right here from these summons, which I might be wrong. Also, if we use Shadow Domain, do 189k per summon, so yeah, millions of damage output if you use this for boss killing. Very, very strong boss killer. Very strong nuke damage Sun Jinwoo has with his summons. And I do also want to max out my Ichigo because we got some pretty good relics on him today, which should make him noticeably stronger. I mean, his damage isn't as high as Sun Jinwoo. He has like a lot of crit stuff, so 80% crit rate, 211% crit damage is pretty good. It might look like Sun Jinwoo is doing more, but I think that Ichigo should be doing the most here in this bleach run. We also have my Berserker for dealing with hyper armor, so I'm going to upgrade him a little bit to help out with Ulquiorra here. And now we're melting him. Yeah, had to break through the hyper armor with my Berserker, and now he's getting melted very, very quickly. Honestly, I do think that Ichigo is kind of overrated. Like, his damage is pretty good, don't get me wrong, but he's also pretty expensive to max out. I feel like Sun Jinwoo is just kind of better. With Sun Jinwoo, we get hybrid way earlier, get a lot of damage on max upgrade, and then the summons are like a really good nuke. Ichigo, I mean, he's got good damage, but his nuke doesn't do much. It's like 125% of his damage. I mean, come on, it's like one attack. I've maxed out Ichigo by wave 29, and he's doing 51k every 4.79. Sun Jinwoo doing 61k every 3.43. With Idle Buff, we have Ichigo doing 63k, Jinwoo doing 78k. Personally, I think that Jinwoo is still the #1 unit, Ichigo is probably #2. And from what I've heard, Coyote may be #3, I think, above Berserker. Berserker would be #4. But Coyote is also not a very good support compared to Berserker, has like slowdown and hyper armor damage, so personally I think if you're already running Jinwoo and Ichigo, you don't need the damage from Coyote, and Berserker is going to be better. So there is the best team in the game, I think, in my personal opinion. And I also didn't get to show off max upgrade Berserker, so let me hop into an infinite real quick. Here is max upgrade Berserker, for anybody wondering. I didn't really show him off in that boss rush. But yeah, that is the best team in Universal Tower Defense, I think, as of update 0.5. I mean, you could swap out Admiral Magma for Coyote, if you just want like pure damage or whatever. You know, we have this guy for support, very cheap, you just place him down. He's got a lot of walkback and damage buffing or whatever from his etherealizations. I don't know, personally I'm not trying to run 4 raw damage units because you don't get enough money to max them out anyway. So I think Admiral Magma for the most part is going to be better than having a different Ruler unit in slot 4. But I don't know, Ruler Kenpachi, full AoE, really good for breaking armor, especially with etherealizations, and then also a little bit of slowdown and increasing damage taken. Don't be too mad in the comments if you think that there are things you would change about this team, but I feel like this is overall the best team in Universal Tower Defense, so there we go. Well, that is going to be all for my Getting the Best Team video in Universal Tower Defense Update 0.5. Not really too much going on, sorry it's not a very crazy video, but mostly I just wanted to record when I hit Ruler Pity on Jinwoo because I had a crazy double tray on him before. It was a very heartfelt moment for me, okay? By the way, I don't know if I'm going to be like talking weird in this video, hopefully not, but I'm starting to feel kind of sick, so I feel like I'm kind of getting sick, so sorry if I don't know. Either way, thank you to my channel members for making this video possible. You guys are the best. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. We'll see you in the next one, and have a great day.